Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the BodyBags. It's week 224, and I'm your Sunday host, Bourgie86, here on a Tuesday. Yes, I'm doing a film review right now. Pretty much the gist of what's going on, guys, with the channel right now is my good friend Marnie, aka 1993 Horror Freak Reviews, actually had to step down from the channel, sadly. Pretty much her personal life was getting in the way of things, and it's not like she didn't want to do reviews for you guys, and it wasn't fair for you guys as reviewers for her personal life getting in the way of things. So good luck, Marnie, in the future, and as always, you are always welcome back when life gets less hectic. So pretty much after that is we have a new Tuesday reviewer coming next week. You probably seen her on SOV week. She actually filled in for Marnie that week. Carly, who of course is a fellow YouTuber and a podcaster also. I know her through the podcast circles and circles of friends that I'm part of. So she's going to be starting next week. She couldn't start this week because it was kind of like a last minute thing type deal. So I decided to do a film review anyways. So like, why not? You know what I mean? So I'm here today, so let me get into my review now. So look out for that in the future. So the film I got for you guys today is a film from 1980, yes. And this one's a very interesting one. Of course, it's an Italian film directed by Joe D'Amato, and it goes by the title of Anthrophagaus, which is a tongue twister of a title, I know. So I might be fucking it up a few times, but you know the title of this movie. Yeah, so pretty much the main gist of Anthrophagaus, aka the Savage Island, as it's actually titled in this edition from 88 Films. We're introduced to a group of characters that are pretty much going to like this boat and resort thing, and they end up meeting Julie, who's a photographer played by Tisa Farrow, who of course was in my favorite horror film of all time, Zombie, and this is actually her last role because she actually retired from acting after this film. So pretty much Julie's like, could you drop me off at this island type deal? It's a nice little like private island. You guys can have fun there. I gotta meet some friends there. So they end up taking her to this island off the Greek coast, and it seems abandoned pretty much when they get there. And shit's not right, and they end up finding like some weird like dead bodies around, and shit goes on, and the boat actually ends up being capsized and leaves the ship. It ends up being detached from the shore, and they're pretty much stranded there until the boat could actually, like the current could bring the boat back into them. So they end up getting stuck there, and they find out like what's going on. Like pretty much what ends up they figure out is like there's this maniac known as Nikos on the island still, and he's actually turned to cannibalism pretty much. So Nikos is actually targeting these people one by one and eating them pretty much. That's pretty much the gist of the plot of this one. Of course, if you've seen any like Joe D'Amato films, they're very in like filmmaking styles pretty much. And this one's not too bad, I have to say. This one has like a gist of the setting that I really like, because they actually use the setting for the skill. This actually does kind of feel like a bigger type movie, even though it's like a small group of characters type deal. With the setting of this film in Greece, and like the boat setting in like even the scenes before they get on the boat, very huge, and even like the setting of like the island itself has like this little village in it that's kind of like a ghost town in a way, and it's kind of huge too in its essence because of the vast majority of like the empty houses and stuff that they see in this village of this island. Very interesting characters, I have to say. Like some of them have like girl fights, as I like to call them. Like there's another character named Carol who is kind of like jealous of Julie because she does get kind of like a lot of attention, that type of deal, once because she's like a new person in the group, that type of deal. People are getting to know her. And this guy that Carol likes actually is kind of have the hots for Julie in a way. So it's kind of has that odd confrontation thing going on with it. But other than that, I didn't mind the characters because they do serve their purpose. They're there for like body count pretty much for the film. So it's not like a drag fest, you know what I mean? And Nikos is played by George Eastman, of course, and he's fucking awesome. He doesn't have a lot of screen time, and he actually, the weird thing about this film is a lot doesn't happen until like near the hour mark of this film. Like a lot of the action stuff, it's like kind of like a mystery what's going on with the island in the beginning of the film, where they're just trying to figure out what's going on, why there are all these dead people around it. So it's pretty much the gist of that, because we do see like a murder in the beginning, and there's not another one till like the 40-minute mark. I think it was like that, but it was very odd in that sense, because I wasn't bored at all, because I was very interested in what was going on with the characters and stuff. So yeah, very interesting film by Joe D'Amato, I have to say. Lots of gore, especially at the end. That's pretty much the main scene stealers of this movie, is the gore scenes. Of course, with Nikos doing his cannibal thing, like the famous like fetus eating scene, which is very odd because it's a weird. If you look at it closely, you could kind of notice that it's not like a human thing. I know I was reading about it. It was like a rabbit, skinned rabbit that they used. And it does kind of have like that look of like a rabbit if you look closely at it. But if you like glance at it like right there and like, whoa, you know what I mean? You might get like a little thing, because it's a very quick scene actually. And then the famous like gut munching scene that is pretty much like the climax of the movie, which is on the cover of the Blu-ray right there from 88 Films. Yeah, tense gore, some good gore at least, you know. And I actually like this one too. Like I know Andrei Sinaz did a German splatter version of this film. It's very similar in a way, because it's been a while since I've seen this one, and I just watched Anthrophagaus 2000 a few weeks ago. And yeah, that one's a little more fast paced than that one. What they do, like, kind of cut some like character development and character scenes out of it too, to make it what it is. But overall, Anthrophagaus is still interesting watching. If you're a fan of gore, you'll like this one. So if I had to rate it, I'll give it like a solid 7 out of 10. Like I said, like it has some of its moments where it's like kind of takes you out of it a bit, but there's still enough going on that keeps you interested enough till the end. So yeah, 7 out of 10 for Anthrophagaus. I know that name's a tongue twister. The Savage Island, aka the Grim Reaper. Numerous other movie titles for that film. But yeah, that's it for my film review. I'll be back on my regular day on Sunday. So I'll see you then, guys. Peace out.